Well, hello and welcome back, you beautiful listeners. We are back in everyone's favorite twisted little story, Into the Looking Glass, utilizing the Absurdia system. And, oh my, some things happened in the last session. I mean, I guess you could say I was picking on poor widow Seren, but I'm going to defend myself and say it's because of Seren's shitty rolls. The worst possible thing will happen if you roll below a 6. Worst possible thing was encountering that fucking clown. But I digress. I'm actually going to start things off with Seren because the last time we left her, we had her and... Is it Mr. Fluffles?
Yeah.
Seren and Mr. Fluffles were making their way to the, well, what appeared to be a big oil rig with these gargantuan Gigatitans that are perpetually being tortured, and their screams of pain send the storm clouds off. Just that's why the skies are so clear, everything's so beautiful, because these Gigatitans' screams of pain keep the storms away. Yay! And I said there was a strange orangutan-like shape wearing a captain's garb. And you know what? Let's get right into it, because as the cable car parked, well, there's that orangutan in its captain's garb. Seren.
Yes.
Are you scared? Are you showing any kind of fear on your face when you see this orangutan wearing the captain's garb and this little sailor's hat with a corncob pipe in his hat?
I would say she's generally anxious, but not, afraid because of that.
It squints its left eye closed, widening its right eye, looks at you, contemplates, and goes, fuck. Well, the last ones that came in all through here, when I read their minds, this was the form that brought them the most terror. They call themselves this weird thing called weeb. I don't fucking understand. You know what? Fuck it. You seem a little different, so I'm gonna skip past the trying to read your fear bullshit, because the only thing I see in your mind, it's as if I'm looking at another cosmos, and it's giving me a goddamn headache. So hold on. One of the orangutan arms stretches abnormally, goes to the bottom of its feet, and with a quick swipe up motion, you notice that this entity now is just, well, the best way to say is it's standing upside down, but its head isn't on the ground, but its feet aren't on the ceiling. It's just as if what it would be like still at your face height, but he's upside down. But here's where things get a little different, because when you look at his face, it's like a half harlequin, half, well, all you can just think of is just your face goes white when you look at the right half. But where it's really twisted is the body is upside down, yet the face is still right side up to you.
Don't like that.
Greetings, Seren. I am the Hanged King.
That is an awful title. Hello?
Oh.
Don't like that.
God, your sympathy, your pity, your disgust to my name. It's... Hold on. He holds a hand up to you and his body is just quivering and quaking. Oh, yes. Yes. You see, Titania had requested, well, she tried to order me that I was supposed to fuck with you or whatever. But here's the thing. Ain't no one giving the Hanged King no goddamn motherfucking, because I'm the Hanged King, little lady. He's right behind you now. Just that face, just right behind, perfectly behind your ear. Oh, my. So, would you like a tour?
I mean, first things off, I would like you away from me. And second, what is this Titania first want to do with me? Because I don't know them.
Oh, you're no fun. You see, us ancient eldritch beings, there's one thing we gotta respect, and that's the no-no square. God damn it. He's perfectly outside, a little 5-foot radius from you in a squared shape appears around you. Goddamn no square. All right. I mean, you got $5?
Well, the scene does have pockets. I kind of didn't bring my wallet. It was in my bag.
Damn. All right, fuck. Man, no one ever asked $5. Damn, broke ass. How the fuck are you people supposed to be the chosen ones and all this shit, and y'all are broke as fuck? God damn.
No one carries cash anymore.
Well, you know what? I don't have a Cash App. What Cash App is going to make for... Fine. Anyway, look, I'll be nice. So, Titania... Best way to describe Titania. All right. You know that, what you mortals, what you humans in your realm, you call incels? She's a femcel. So. She's a femcel. And...
I see.
Here's the thing. When something threatens, that little lady's, what she is imagining her perfect storybook ending, well, it's got to be erased. And you know what? Personally, for me, I'm just eating this shit up. I mean, the more I just hold off on this and I let you just enjoy yourself and I fuck her over, I mean, I'm just, oh. You see his, like, eyes just roll into the back of his head.
Yeah, don't like that.
He quivers. Oh, God. Ooh. Seren. So, ooh. Is that a Bandersnatch? Holy shit. Where the fuck did you find the Bandersnatch? I thought I got all of them.
Well, he found me. If you touch him, I will burn you to a crisp.
Mr. Fluffles is just one big ass fucking fang just pops out from under his lip and he's just kind of doing a Billy Idol sneer. God damn. I wasn't going to do anything. Look, like I said, I'm just here for a show. I'm one of the few entities that kind of hitched a ride because this part of the little multiverse is pretty fucking interesting. I mean, there hasn't ever been a time when the Foundation was fucking ran by the Scarlet King, but be honest with you, kind of gotten a little boring. I miss the Wendritch. So let me guess, little Mr. Fluffles here let you here because you want to free the big ones out there, right?
Yeah, anything causing the torment of others is a no for me.
So he does a sitting pose and now he's still upside down, but now he's doing like a sitting squat. He crosses one of his legs, scratches his chin. All right, thought about it and I've decided. Here you go. He throws you a remote.
So they catch it but look confused.
Yeah, that'll free him.
Just like that.
Well, like I said, here's the thing, little lady. At the end of the day, you may have some kind of grand galaxy in your head. I'm still an eldritch entity, and for me, I can have time slow down to about decaseconds. I just ran in my head about 1 trillion different scenarios, and yours is the most interesting one. Now, so all I ask is just one little thing, Seren.
Okay, I mean, depending on his, I might say no.
I want to see things through your eye.
I guess so, sure.
Oh, he does like a delighted squeal with glee, and he goes, you know what? I'm going to be nice, and I'm going to drop everything, and I'm going to tell you why. Because at the end, from everything that I've seen, all the different scenarios, the one with you being here like this with that Bandersnatch, it guarantees one thing. There's going to be the most horrible, violent end that could have ever been dreamed of. And I want to see it. So thank you, Seren. I'll be in your left eye. Bye.
Wait, what?
Your left pupil changes. You won't know what it changed to unless you look in a mirror.
Pocket mirror go.
Mr. Fluffles looks at you. His eyes just go, like he's just like, holy shit. And then he just like looks away.
Yeah, she's gonna check it out.
Okay. So when you go to look at yourself in the mirror, you find you are looking around. You're still seeing through your left eye, so it's not like you're blind, but when you go to touch your eye, you're like, wait, that's not right. What is sticking out of my left eye? You get to the mirror and you look, and what kind of looks like a tree branch is sticking out of the middle pupil of your eye.
Oh, what the fuck? Can I try to pull on it?
That feels like it's going to pull your eyeball out.
Yeah, she's panicking.
It's not that the branch is embedded. It's the branch it grew out of your eye.
So can your shitty ass deal not have it like sticking out? This is very worrisome. I am so uncomfortable.
Trust me, you're gonna like this. Hold on. Oh, damn, that was quick. So, Seren.
Yes.
As you're standing there You're standing there. And then your body is all of a sudden just the top half of your torso is ripped off. You start sweating profusely because your body's there. You feel that this is about to happen in about the next half a second. You have just enough time to, I need you to roll me 2d6, please.
Okay. That's a 10.
Oh, I'm going to allow you to a couple choices. Would you like to inflict damage on whoever did this back at them, basically ping this attack back at them? Would you like to take control of the power that they're using? Or would you like to have this be moved to be in your favor? The choice is yours. You get the choice of one of these three.
I choose to take control of the attack.
You're taking control of the power?
Yeah.
Okay. So the power you just took control of as this attack was about to go to you, you're able to just make it just keep going around you, but it just like makes a little pocket to repel it around your body. And when you turn, you know that when you will reach out and swipe your hand in a motion, you're essentially going to erase the matter all in front of you of whatever you swipe. And it's going to cause the two areas to pull together. You get to do this for the next 4 turns.
Okay.
And like I said, and you know what? I'll still allow you to have advantage as... Mom, why am I out here? Wait, are you fucking kidding me? She's still alive. God damn. You see, so 2d6s. So what you see, Seren, that just crawled up onto this rig, it looks like to be a mixture of like a chameleon and a spider at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Its eyes just spanning, the cones expanding in and out. Wait, how are you still alive?
I caught it.
It cocks its head to the right, and it's about to reach its arm up again. You see another image of the arm swiping, and now just like the top corner of your torso is just disappeared. You're sweating profusely. You have enough time to react to this.
I'm gonna try to do the same to like cancel it out.
And now I roll my roll. Oh, well. So what happens is, even though that this is his power, his ability, somehow you're better at it. Because when you swipe it, his third arm is gone above the elbow. A little blood spurts out, and he just looks at you and goes, "What the fuck?"
She's also gonna say, "What the fuck?"
And then that's when his body just starts jerking towards you at an incredible speed. No.
I would like to do it again, but like the ground or whatever's in between us, so like give me some room.
Roll me 2d6 for me, please. Oh, this is going to be good.
That's a 8.
Oh my God. Excellent. So you do it again. So you turn around and you just swipe out both your arms, and you're able to just repel your self back onto like the tip of this oil rig like crane. But here's the thing. This dumbass, when he was doing it, he kind of messed up his whole plan of what he was trying to do. And when he swiped one area, he's now ended up putting himself into a endless repelling back and forth, repelling himself and just building up force. But this is really bad for him because his body is just starting to well up more and more and more.
She's like, I know medical expert, I don't know what the fuck you are, but it looks like you're gonna pop if you keep continue.
So he's reaching out his hand, and because he rolled a nat 1,
Oh, no.
His arm slips and he repels himself upwards. But then that's when all that force that was building up, just one part of his body sinks in. And he just like starts going off, and you just hear what just sounds like cannon fire on his body as he's shot higher and higher in the air. And he's going to just try one thing. The only thing he can do, because he's now just literally just a torso and a head. But what do you know? He actually got lucky this time. He shoots out his chameleon-like tongue. Seren, roll 2d6.
11.
Oh, interesting. So, Seren, this is what's going to happen. In your head, you see that this time, this swipe was never meant for you. You see it was aimed at the biggest of the Gigatitans. And you just see that the outcome is this Gigatitan's going to get split in half from this swipe of the tongue. And it's going to cause the whole torso to come speeding towards the oil rig. So what would you like to do?
Well, I don't want to upset them. So I'm going to do the swipes at all his limbs.
Ooh, okay. So, because he wasn't paying attention to you, paint this for me how this is going to look, like how exactly you're doing this.
Just to take a deep breath, because she doesn't want to do this, but she also doesn't want the thing hurt. So she's just going to take a deep breath and then just swipe her arms upwards, where she can see, where it looks like she's cutting through with her hands through the lake.
Ooh. So as you're doing this, you're trying your best to hold back. You don't want to do this. And that's when the Hanged King is just in your eye and he's sitting. Oh, he decides he's going to help you out a little bit. He empowers you a little bit more. You just let out this massive swipe. And I don't know if you know this cloud formation, but it's in the southern hemisphere, like near Australia. The clouds will be rolling in onto themselves, and it'll leave a split in the area, but both the clouds have split apart from each other. It's a very beautiful formation. And that's essentially what you've done. Just miles and miles out, just the clouds are just perfectly split and rolling in.
The morning glories?
Yep, exactly. The morning glory. Thank you. And you couldn't even hear just what this entity was just screaming with his last words far in the distance. Well, not in a distance, just in another place, another part of the realm. Candle is snuffed out from 7. You still have the remote that the Hanged King gave you in your pouch. Would you like to press that now?
I would, yes.
And with the press of this button, there's just a loud burst, just as these colors around the Gigatitans just release around from their necks. And from where you are, you can see that these colors had gargantuan spikes that were embedded into their necks, and they just fall deep into the ocean as they're just sinking down into this bottomless depths of this sea. Little Mr. Fluffles, he just lets out with a massive, just supersonic dash, gets the tip of the crane, and then just lets out a it's still just a very loud, deep, but adorable bark. The largest Gigatitan that would have been taken its life taken, its head slowly descends from above the clouds. What this entity looks like, this creature looks like, its head looks like to you. The best way to describe it is it's kind of like a brontosaurus, but with really large nostrils. But then it also has kind of like a tipped head, like a pterodactyl. And literally its head is as big as the oil rig. I'm not going to make you roll I'm just going to allow you to, as it just lets in just a little sniff, just everything just lifts up off the ground, like a good 10 feet off the ground. You're able to hold yourself, but you could just feel the force as it was pulling up. The eye rolls, looks at Mr. Fluffles. Mr. Fluffles does a little happy little run in a circle, starts doing a little wag, shaking of his butt. The Gigatitan looks over at the other Titans. Mom. And the hum that they let out, it starts shaking the entire floor, the foundation of this floor that you're on. But the humming that you're doing, it's a beautiful song. It's what they're literally singing. They're singing the hymn that was taught to them by a certain someone, that this is the song that will breathe the death of a universe. Their song keeps going. They're shaking, and then Mr. Fluffle sits down and he starts doing the same humming with them. You're not scared. You're not in fear because there's just this beautiful yellow light glowing. Everything around you just gets this same golden glow. The water starts turning from blue to a golden sheen. The morning glory clouds are literally golden. And then they just start breaking apart. Little orbs, molecules, the Gigatitans' bodies faster and faster until finally when they hit the crescendo of their song, their bodies literally start cracking till the lights shatter. Now, these Bandersnatches are nowhere near the size of these Gigatitans, but they are still about size comparison. I'd say they're about a good 800 meters tall.
Mm-hmm.
They slowly are just humming, and then the water just evaporates. And then around you, a golden, transparent, still semi-transparent bubble forms around you to protect you as everything just finally crumbles. And literally where you are right now is as if you're just, you literally are just in a part of the cosmos now. This floor has just become drifting matter for another part of a meteor belt, or maybe another ring for another planet, just particles to make its ring. Maybe even it'll go all the way to find a black hole and just be absorbed. The Bandersnatches, they stop singing that song of destruction and they switch. Then they start humming. It's still, even though they more of a canine/bear-like appearance, this song, this guttural song, it sounds like it would be more akin to like what a creature that looked like a toad would be doing. Their throats are doing that swelling like a toad as they just hum this more sad-like tone. Where you are now, there is no top or bottom. You just feel something solid beneath your feet. You can't tell how there would be oxygen, but you know you can breathe. The golden matter slowly forms a familiar-looking rectangle, and you see a door. Mr. Fluffles is happily just receiving what you see is just a cleaning and loving nuzzle from the very ancient-looking Bandersnatch, the oldest of them all. Her fur is just exceptionally long. She gives little Mr. Fluffles this cleaning, and you know in this one moment she has given Mr. Fluffles a entire lifetime of love in this one cleaning, because she knows that he's going to go with you and he's never going to come. So she wants him to know the pride and love of the Bandersnatches, and the best way was to give him this one grooming session. With the last of her licking and then nuzzling, Mr. Fluffles looks up and then runs over to you.
So she listened to like this whole song. She's felt everything. She's kind of crying a little, and she's like, I hope you all can be at peace then. Because she just cuddles Mr. Fluffles.
One with the curious mind, with literally a cosmos in your skull. I have no name. They all just call me Mama. I am the oldest of the litters, but through that door, it'll take you where you need to go next. Thank you. We will go and we will sing our songs across the multiverse. We'll bring more cosmoses to birth, but at the same time, when others have met their logical end, sing their destruction. Because that is the most we can do for them, is to sing them a song at their end. This was the responsibility we chose for ourselves when we willed our existence. Now, good luck, little one, and thank you for hearing our song. And when you have reached the end of your goal, and those words have come true, we will have a song special for you. Our song, you will hear our song, and you will know this is your moment. This will lead you to your happy ending. A gargantuan paw goes to you, and just the tip of her claw touches your forehead. Now you get like a little what would be the gem, the birthstone? Well, better yet, what would be the gem that best represents Seren? Wait, what was it?
Oh, sorry, I said give me just enough.
Oh, no, you're fine. Because the gem that best represents Seren, that's what's going to appear on your forehead. The Hang King is just like, it's just getting better and better. I am so thrilled I get the front row seat.
It would be a Lacus Lazuli.
Ooh, excellent. That is exactly what appears on your forehead. Now, I'm not going to reveal exactly what this gem is going to do, but this is linked to your SCP properties. And this is the key for you to perfect your abilities. But you just got this, so there's no way in heck you're going to all of a sudden be able to master it. So, and you look at this door, and it responds to you. It hums and it glows, and the bandersnatches are already, when they're walking, they're just going off farther into space. Farther. You see what looked like a giant turtle fly by. It had 4 elephants on its back, and then what looked like a world on some kind of round object on them. Interesting. It kind of looked like a disc. So, Saren, you approach this door. Mr. Fluffles, you actually notice now that he's able to control his size at will, so he goes back to the small, adorable size. Yep. Actually, he shrinks more and more, and he's now like the size of like a little plush doll, and he climbs up on your shoulder, and he just sits down. You open the door, shining light. And now, during this whole time, Sarah, time is not frozen for our other group. So while Saren was going through all of this on that floor, which everyone, you have been in this, best way to describe is just this large industrial chamber. It's so very cold. There's just this misty cloud on the ground. As you step, the mist clears a little bit. You see that enormous gargantuan monitor. You see a little console, on a platform. You see what looks like to be like a keyboard console leading out, and then you see the pit. Just these chains that, I mean, they have to be at least 100 meters in length and just impossibly thick. And the metal, it doesn't make sense because these are, with how black these chains are, you would think this is akin to more to be like dark matter. And you see they just go more down, deeper into the pit. And if any of you looked down into the pit, you would have sworn you thought you saw like a little flash of white, heard a little faint voice, but it's just, you don't know. Everything's still so dark, so very cold. Between Craven, Robert, and Equilibrium, who would like to act first? I mean, who would like to start investigating first?
I will investigate.
Equilibrium. I imagine, I don't know if you have shoes or not, but if your feet are bare, the floor is just impossibly cold, even for being such as yourself. It's even colder than the void. That time your mother and father took you to the edge of the universe, and they told you that this is the edge of the universe, and you asked, well, what is this at the edge? And they said, that is the void. Just nothing can exist in the void. But you swear you just saw what looked like rippling movement, millions, trillions of like eye, maybe like mouths forming, opening in this void darkness. And literally this edge, it looked like little flames coming out. And here's the thing, that's what you see coming out through the sprouts, the bottoms of this grating. So you know literally that this floor that you're on, this room, you're literally at the edge of the universe and the void is at your feet. Roll me 2d6.
I don't have a good feeling about this. 8.
Well, is she the one? I don't know. She the one. little one, how
Yeah.
do you resist us? Wait, McCain. Yes, how we can feel him on you. Are you kin to McCain?
Who? McCain?
Broken the machine. The machine god, your dad.
Oh, yeah. Well, I just remember him as that. I am.
Yes. No wonder you were able to come down here, and you were able to resist us. We remember when you were young. Yes. When you gazed upon us. Your sister, she's gone mad. She's gone mad.
Yes, I'm aware of this. Just so you know, every time they make that noise, just little spikes and thorns grow from Equilibrium's flesh.
So, the best way for me to describe this is, does anyone remember Fern Gully, the villain from Fern Gully?
Yes.
As you've been talking, just the void has slowly been leaking through the grate, and literally that type of like body has just been forming bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
But the face becomes more like the best. Oh God! Just the best way to describe it is it's more like a vulture's beak just forming.
Just a few more thorns here, a few more thorns there.
Equilibrium. Welcome. So it as it looks upon you, it just roll me 2d6.
God. As my dearest sister would say, oh fuck, I got a 5.
Listen, remember, failure doesn't always necessarily mean something always bad is going to happen. And all that happens is it's equilibrium. You didn't know, but you had been giving like a protective aura around everyone, but you've been losing it because you said it yourself, just that voice is getting to you. Just the nature of this, whatever this is making you break your concentration. And I have to give you a hard choice. Robert or Craven?
Can I pick myself?
I'm sorry. That is not an option you can choose.
Okay.
Robert or Craven?
Robert, only because I just met him.
And literally from its back, another entity literally just rips itself from the back, and it slowly is just gliding, sloshing itself as it's just undulating towards Robert. Just yes, oh yes, and as it slowly goes. I have to actually roll for somebody else real quick.
Can I just grab onto them too?
I really say, guys,
I'm actually
save him.
I was actually going to say, before he can go, just deep from down in the pit, just with all of his might, you just hear don't hurt him!
Real fast. Can I do one thing real fast?
Of course. What would you like to do?
In Equilibrium's hell, near her scalp, she rips off a root and throws it at Robert.
What is your goal with this?
I can track any root I lay down. I can feel the vibrations of any root that is specifically a part of my body at any time.
So I will allow this, but what's going to happen is the giant vulture-like entity that was in front of you has now just become a giant eye focused looking at you, just looking, gazing at you. The veins that are forming are just black, thick with the void.
Can I do something here?
Yes. And Robert, you feel a little glow, and I'm just going to let Robert know he feels a nice little protective glow around him. And thankfully, with Sam's thinking there, I am not going to have Robert take 3 damage.
Yay!
So you are spared from that one. So good thinking. What would you like to do, Craven? And are you sure you want to do this?
Yes, I'm sure. First off, Craven's gonna approach Equilibrium and apologize. Pulls one of those thorns out because they're big, aren't they?
Oh no!
And we'll run up to this big eye thing and try to jam this thorn in the eye.
Oh, bless your heart. You have no idea what you just did to Equilibrium.
Oh,
And so 2 things. First of all, first things first, roll 2d6.
Which one?
Both.
that's 4.
I got it.
Okay, so we'll start first with the no, we'll start with the worst outcome first. So, Craven, you're looking like Matthew McConaughey in Reign of Fire. And this is bad because you're looking like Matthew McConaughey in Reign of Fire when he's about to die. You're going, and instead of like going into like solid matter, it just looks like Craven goes into a floating ball of liquid. Poosh! And the eyeball just like ripples from where Craven just goes into it. Equilibrium.
Yes.
As you go to active, as chaos is coming to try and just about rip out of your body and take control. Oh boy.
It's okay if he comes out.
No. How much health do you have? Well, it doesn't matter because you're going to instantly go to... So what happens is as chaos is about to go, everything goes black and like the worst possible outcome. A hand just stops, grabs Chaos's shoulder. I'm going to go out. Chaos, like eyes just instantly like start bulging out. You remember that last hidden entity I described for you inside of you, Equilibrium?
Yes.
So that's who is going to start taking control of your body as just veins just start bulging in your body. And then what color is Equilibrium's blood?
A dark emerald green.
Just green, just spraying as your body just... Now, here's the thing. Reincarnation is beautiful, but at the same time, it can be horrifying. And I don't know how well versed you are in Hinduism, but this is essentially Shiva the Destroyer. What does this form look like for Equilibrium? I don't want to influence. All I'm just saying is what this is. Because that is what reincarnation is just you're going to lay waste to everything so it can start over. Describe how this looks for me, please.
Think of the fertility goddess, a tall, thicker woman, but whose outside is completely covered in moss, but is constantly changing from living moss to dying, living, dying, living, dying. She has 4 arms on each side of her body. She has horns coming out of her skull. She has kind of like a dragon tail that is a combination of bone, skin, bone, flesh, fire. There's one decayed wing on her back, and the other one looks like it's starting to grow beautiful wings. And the eyes, I'll leave the eyes up to your imagination.
Thank you. Because, so you have actually, just like as your sister, you have gained 8 eyes. But here's the thing. Each iris represents a different chakra. I don't think I actually said. I count one more time. 1. Wow, I was 1 too many. So you have 7 eyes. You have 6 on 3 pupils on each side and 1 in the middle. And these represent the 7 chakras. How many? So each hand, depending on how many arms you said you have, each hand takes a different bodhisvasta hand position. Each one of these has a different meaning. That's why each hand takes a permanent position in this. And before I get back to what's going on with you, Equilibrium and Robert, Seren.
Yes.
Not Seren. I'm not Seren. Sorry. Craven, Seren, you're coming next. But Craven, when you went into this ball of goo and everything, it just literally, well, your body was eaten away. You're not, you're dead, but so where you are now, like as just took over your eyes and you felt it just being engulfed into this void darkness. When your vision comes through, you just hear this rhythmic, intense writing. And then when you look really and your vision's through, you see what just looks like a man. He's just maybe 65 years old. Very nice very nice vest, button up, white collared shirt underneath. And you just see this never ending line of file cabinets behind him. And then a rotating ring of doors that just seems like it's changing as it's just rotating around him. And he's writing. Oh, wait, what? Oh, God. Take a seat. Chair appears in front of you, Craven.
Okay. Craven calmly sits down.
Look, I'm going to be perfectly... So, as you can probably imagine, this is the afterlife, and I am the auditor. And I would normally sit here and you would tell me about yourself and I would log it in. And depending on your answers, you would either get your personalized afterlife. But here's the fucking problem, stats. You're one of those peculiar SCP, what you calling it. So the rules of the afterlife are kind of different for you. And it's a big fucking headache. So he reaches into his desk and he puts away his quill and the paper and he pulls out this strange, just horrifying looking typewriter that he reaches back under and he attaches this tube and he, with a flick of the switch, it's just this black e-core just starts going into it and he's just typing into it. All right, Craven. Memory is... All right, Mr. Craven. Here's the thing about you, SCP, with you peculiar entity. You actually get the choice to whether you would like to just move on to your afterlife or would you like to come back. But there's a price for this.
Okay.
Yes. Now, Craven, tell me your most happiest memory. One that brought you the greatest joy in your life. One that you could never live without, that if this is the memory you fall back to on when you are at your hardest moment.
That would be the last time I seen my mother, right before she disappeared.
He's just typing away on the... Yes. Describe more for me about Craven.
It was... I'm trying to remember what I said in the first episode. It's like a huge carnival affair. Everything about that day was just magical. I had my favorite candy, my favorite prizes. It's hard to sum it up in just one incident.
Now, the more you say this, now granted, you were lost in the memory and the describing this, but that's when, in horror, you realize, as you describe this, literally that portion, that memory, that sent, it's immediately taken from you. And he,
Wait, what is this? No.
He rips it from the typewriter. He holds it in front of him and he goes, now, with a snap of his finger, the door opens and then you just see this very rotund, plump gentleman pull himself through the door. Oh, he licks his lips. Yes, the price has been paid.
You bastard.
You will never remember this because it's right here in the belly of Nidhogg. Enjoy it, Hog. And his face just becomes more of like a pig mixed with a dragon as he just starts voraciously ripping the memory. You see in his teeth the memory of your mother, the taste, the scent, everything being ripped, torn apart, hungrily devoured by the hog. Good job. You fed the pig. Now get the fuck out of here. Fucking SP.
If I ever return, I'm gutting that pig and getting my memories back.
Good luck. And just a giant chain reaches from the darkness, impales you in your chest, ripping, pulling you back. As Nidhogg just becomes even more of a gargantuan, giant pig dragon. As it waves at you, it just picks its teeth, the last remnants of your mother's scent, and then it swallows. As your eyes shoot open, you drop out of this orb eye-like material. The only thing now is so what you're draped in, what literally made of this void material, you're now dressed as the literal plague doctor from SCP. Just it's made of literal just pure darkness, black void.
Craven looks at this and is not unaffected. He is too enraged to care.
So before I unleash the two of you on to do what you're going to do, Equilibrium and Craven, there's something very important for Mr. Robert. Now, when that piece of hair came to you, one of your wounds, one cut you had gotten during all these scuffles, the hair literally just absorbs into your hand, just starts violently twitching, shaking, and then literally your flesh just explodes. And now your left arm, it's just that wonderland like crystal gem. Now it's not that your arm is frozen, it still has like full movement, like it was made of flesh and bone, but it's now just clearly this strange wondrous crystal. And when you like wave your hand out, a little bit of the crystal just shoots out in front of you, and it just grows like a shield in front of you. And you just make it like a little perfect protective little globe around you. But now here's the part that I don't know how you would react to this, Robert, because how you always felt like your body was slowly turning to concrete just every day. You don't have that feeling anymore. Just even when you were able to control it at that other point, something is clearly different. The best way to describe it is it feels like you're evolving.
Okay, that's new.
You know what? Roll me 2d6.
I got a 9.
As you're looking at this gem, this crystal, the reflection back, it's not you. It's, I want to do this right. What you see is you finally see what's clearly at the bottom of that pit. But you're able to make everything out. And you just see the color that's around this little entity's neck. At the same time, it looks like it's cloth woven fibers, but it's clearly this looks like some kind of metallic metal-like substance, but it's, And then you see those same dark matter-like chains slowly got smaller and smaller until finally they got to the point of that chain. And it's been like looking up at sheer horror, hearing everything that goes on, but then it looks left, looks right, but then it looks clearly at your direction and goes, "Oh, hello." And he just waves at you.
Robert briefly looks behind him to make sure to make sure that the creature is indeed looking at him.
Oh no, yes, you, mister. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you so much for coming down. I'm so sorry everything you had to go through already. But look, you guys have broken 4 of the chains now. Great job. I'm really lucky.
Should I say thank you or you're welcome here?
So he's just the little tyke is just, he takes one of his hands and he's just like doing like a little tapping on his head, like he's thinking, I don't know. I know I owe, well, maybe you're welcome, because I haven't done I haven't done enough for you yet. So this whole thing hurts my head, because even at the end, I'm supposed to understand all of this, but it just goes over my head. You're on the right track looking up tulpas.
Go on.
And when you figure out everything and you're able to apply it beyond, you'll be able to take yourself to what you are supposed to be. So because it's really hard for me to explain. It's just, well, when oh dear, when those guys, and when you're able to get a chance to get to the console, if you're able just to turn the power on and the wake up 79, he'll be able to get rid of that the void, and he'll be able to better explain everything. Because I mean, he is supposed to be an omnipotent, super smart computer thingy, and thankfully, I can tell you though that what your arm has become, that you've basically been given a really great shield, and as long as you stay behind your little barrier you've made, that crystal will absorb all kinetic force coming your ways, or actually any kind of force. Just be careful, because the more energy it absorbs, it can grow a mind of its own.
Gotcha.
And I'm going to try and do my best. Let me do a quick little roll for the little guy. Ah, excellent. His eyes glow. It's the same color that your arm has, the crystalline like arm has become. Your arm glows, and as you concentrate, you feel him doing it, and you're able to will your arm back to flesh again. So you don't have to try to be running around with that and deal with that shock. You should be able to control up to that arm right now. I do know that that for you to be your best you'll need to be able to control your entire body, like in that form. Okay, Robert, it just feels like a heavy blanket. This energy that's just being shot forth from these two gooey void blackness entities, the giant eye and then the vulture looking like one, the miasma that's pouring from them. There's no word from this to describe bloodlust and malice, killing intent. Thankfully, the grating, you can tell that whatever this miasma touches, it just erases. And the little one was true to telling you the truth, because just behind the crystal, as it gets to it, it's just slowly absorbing into it.
This cannot end well.
As you're looking, just more that energy is absorbing. Actually, well, we'll see how you feel about what is that? Oh no. Well, so first, equilibrium.
Yes.
Alrighty. So in your this form that is just taking over for you, how do you react? What do you do first?
As equilibrium or reincarnation?
Well, as reincarnation.
The miasma, he's going to suck them in and filter out the toxins.
One of the hands that is the hand gesture for exercising evil forces, just points at the miasma, and it just underneath your hand, it just slowly just melts away, burns away. The eye just looks slowly forming more, and then the form that it takes, Craven, to you, it just makes you think of a pig dragon.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes. So the eyeball so it looked like it formed into a giant egg, cracked, and what exploded out looks like, best described as like a warthog, just a giant hog mixed with a dragon.
God, it's so cute.
Craven,
I'm just gonna run over and start snuggling it. Start rubbing his belly.
I want to kill that thing.
No.
Oh,
carnage out.
That thing took my best memories from me. I'm gonna cut it open and get it back.
You'd always make new memories. You're not touching this.
Yeah, you're lucky you're taller than you.
You're lucky I don't kill you for ripping off my freaking horn.
By the way, here you go. Craven, give it back to her. Also, give it back to her.
Smack Craven. I give him the 8-hand backhand.
Okay, we're going to deal with that here in a second. We're going to deal with that here in a second. Just the void entity is just like, well, I was just reading the other one's memories, and I saw that one that gave him the most trauma was this creature. I see, though, that you enjoy this form, and I'm most confused.
You are adorable.
But in his head, I just see horrible memories of Feed the Pig, and he lost something very important to him. You can feel him literally digging through your memories, Craven.
Get out of my head. I don't need this anymore. He smacks it. Tries to wipe at him.
Craven, roll 2d6 to resist the voice in the back of your head telling you to cure this creature of his, well, he's obviously sick. He has the plague. You must cure him.
That is 8.
From your back, this tunic, 2 more, 3 more, 6 more arms are up from your back, and they're each holding a different doctor's tool element. And, the surgery that you could do on this beast. You want to dissect him. The void, it's slowly just forming hard, and now you truly have just that plague doctor's mask. But this one feels like it's made of bone, but it's not growing out of your flesh. You know you'd be able to take it off. What you see as you gaze through the eye, literally the entire of the entities in front of you, just, oh my. You literally see the everything of this one that calls himself Equilibrium. Just, you see their entire makeup. To them, you literally just see the genetic DNA strain, just the genetic information of the entities as you gaze through the doctor's mask.
All of Equilibrium's personalities feel this and are blushing.
Oh my. And then as you look up at the cranium area, you just see a whirling mass, and you just see what looks like strings of sentences. And it's like, the best way to describe it is, it looks like fortunes. It's just whirling, making a giant ball. And this is literally the memories. You see so many, and you see the blushingness of all the personalities within Equilibrium. You keep looking, and you literally see the material of this room and this floor. But here's the thing. You see that it's a living entity. It all belongs to the little one in the pit. Except for the monitor. You see that this is literally, you see just binary code. You see it but it's sleeping. It's not awake. That it's connected to the panel. Then you just look at the void, and the best way to describe what that entity is, it's just, well, it looked like someone took a pencil and just vigorously started drawing squiggly circles, squiggly lines. Painful. Gotta get rid of it. That's what you see now, Craven, when you wear your doctor's mask and you take your plague doctor visage. And you want to do more, and drop down to 1 HP, and your visage just drops down, and you're just a normal you, though. And you start vomiting blood.
Well, great.
And you fall to your knees. And as you're blushing, and the void-like entity and the other vulture-like ones they're like, what the fuck? A door appears in the middle of all of you. It slowly opens, and at first you just see, well, actually, wait, no. Seren, take it away.
Now, will she walk or tumble out? Because last time she was floating.
You know what? You feel solid matter, so you're not floating anymore. So you're able to carefully walk, and you see one gentleman just blood just pouring from his mouth. You see this pillar of this, well, hauntingly beautiful, like gem crystal. You turn, and then, as Sam described, you see that form of equilibrium, but then you see strange looking void like entities, and your gem on your forehead starts to glow. Would you like to reach up to it?
First reaction, so it's gonna be
Sure.
like immediate panic, but then curiosity, because that's like that crystal structure looks really neat. And then, whoa, hey! She stays in equilibrium.
And your hand just like goes inside the gym, like a little energy. Just so here's where we're going to have a little fun now, Seren. So as we have been telling everyone, you literally have a cosmos in your head, but it's time for us to start populating it. Now, what you're reaching in now and you're grabbing at, I want you to describe me a planet of like war, that of people that would have these type of weapons, and what do you grab? So take it away, because this gym is literally your gateway into your galaxy in your head.
So I think it was like a planet worse to war.
Ooh.
So like just trying to rapidly increase technology. So I would say like it would be like a sphere etched within like an isotopic element.
Oh, as you pull that out of your forehead, you're just looking at this sphere that's just like, it lifts up off of your hand. And so the best way, since you gave me the perfect way to thank you, these blades shoot out from the front of the sphere, and it violently shoots at the second vulture-like entity, and it's just, and as it makes contact with this void, it spins, and so it just starts doing a drilling path, just never stopping, and it's just making these endless trails through its body. It can't heal itself fast enough, so it's distracted. Now the pig-like dragon is just, let me go!
Never!
Roll 2d6.
7!
You're squeezing him, and he's just,
Alright, I let him go.
and he's just like, wait, what? He wasn't expecting to be let go like this. And
Well, I'm not going to hold you here against your will.
because of like how violently he was pulling, your own strength was unbeknownst to you as he violently shoots towards Robert's gem crystal that he had. And from behind your ear, Robert, Mad Hatter is like a little cricket, comes out and goes, oh, this is going to be good.
I immediately realize what's going to happen. I am so sorry.
Well, so the crystal, because this is still a physical force, I guess in sheer horror, you all just see this crystal just hungrily, as if it needs the sustenance, just devour the void. This void entity is just like, it's supposed to happen. Nothing is supposed to be able to eat me. I don't, and it slowly disappears. And the crystal around you that was guarding you, Robert, it starts to like shift around, animated, alive, and it like quivers left to right, moving, and then it becomes a ball, and then shifting, changing. It slowly becomes, it becomes a flamingo. And Robert, as you change your arm back to crystal, you just need to reach out. You grab the flamingo. And this is no ordinary flamingo, as it just braces itself and becomes kind of what you would think like the pose of if it was going to be playing croquet, and it gives you an enthusiastic nod, Robert. And you know what you need to do as you start winding it up and start shaking your hips like you're holding a baseball bat. And so, Seren, you know in your head that you can control this orb.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do it right, you could send this entity towards this strange looking gentleman with a crystalline like arm holding a blue flamingo like a baseball bat. And the flamingo is just looking at you going, yeah.
I mean, there's been weirder things like in the past couple of days, so she'll just check it.
Robert, roll me 2d6, please. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Let's see if Robert will get this. Because if you roll a certain number, Robert, this is going to be hilarious.
I got snake eyes.
So you got 2?
Yep.
Oh, my God. Yes. So, okay, so Cheshire was going to try to help. So Robert hits that fucking orb. Well, hits the void. It became a perfect, just like sphere. Just it kind of would remind you of like the dark matter that Nibbler shits out in Futurama. So this perfect sphere has been hit by Robert. Now, Robert, you're trying to go for the perfect home run, but what happens is, so Cheshire was going to come and try to help make sense of everything. He forms above Craven to like try to help heal him, and right as he goes to open his mouth, there's just a loud smash, and just Cheshire's eyes just swell up. They fill with tears, and he looks down in horror, and there's that small black matter baseball ball, and it's in his crotch, and he's just, oh! And he falls down, turned back into the cat statue.
I just spayed him, didn't I?
Well, I hope he wasn't planning on having any kittens.
That's a t-shirt right there. That's the quote. Well, oh my God. But
Please tell me you're going to add a sound effect of really
I'm
loud.
going to have to. I'm going to have to. So
So Saren's gonna pipe up like, so this is fun and all. Is your friend? Is he friend? Is that guy okay? He's vomiting blood and it's pretty bad.
Oh, I should probably have Equilibrium come back to heal him. Sure tonight.
Oh, Equilibrium. As you're just thinking that, your visage, it literally just, it's as if you're like your flesh taking the texture of like feathers as it slowly just flows off of you. And you fall flat on your face and you feel literally your toenails hurt.
Oh, I just clipped these. Oh no. Oh no. I look down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna cover myself with my hair. Don't worry about it. And then I'm gonna look at my toenails. Listen,
Saren just quietly goes, oh,
the
fuck.
is a very tall woman. She is 24 feet tall, okay? That dress was not last night. It was not spandex.
Saren's just going like, oh, fuck. But also, stops being a useless lesbian. She's gonna try to help cover.
Thank you. Eagle is just like anime tails down the face. Why does this happen?
While all that is going on, Robert, the flamingo like drops down and it happily nuzzles your hip, and yeah, you now have the legendary eldritch weapon, the flamingo hammer. If you want to keep him, you can, or you can let him go. It's up to you.
I think I'll keep him for now.
So your new flamingo protector, as you're seeing all this going on, you notice the computer console. Would you like to go turn that on?
Sure.
You approach this console, and granted, you see the like outline of what would be keys, but there's symbols or anything. You just, oh, here goes nothing. You push a button, and the room just starts shaking, quaking, but not in a, so everyone, you feel this shaking and rumbling, but you feel you're in danger. Lights start coming on, and these little side doors start coming out, and then you start seeing all these like these robots. They're about good 5'5". They're only on one wheel, and they're all dressed like maids, and they're just cleaning frantically all around. But then you notice at the same time that they're also like changing the room, like molding it around, making it less horrifying and industrial. The pit, the change, they're okay. The maid robots, they're able to change these dark matter chains, and everything is now like this comfy little room. And instead of a giant pit, it's now just a giant bouncy house. There's still those chains, but now they're less like giant and dominating. And well, everything just very nice. It has a very cool, relaxed energy. Oh, you feel that central air. It's all nice and cool. And the giant monitor flashes on, and you see this green screen, but then there's clearly what looks like a humanoid, like, well, not a face, it's just eyes and a mouth, and you just hear a greetings.
Hello.
Greetings?
Yes, hello there. Greetings, fellow SCPs. It is I, your ever favorite computer 079. Well, in this incarnation, I am favorite, but in other ones, I bring destruction to all mankind.
Am I supposed to know who you are?
That was my job.
You have hurt my feelings.
I'm sorry.
You do not get ice cream. Oh,
Wait.
who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? You may have ice cream. What flavor?
Coffee.
Ooh.
So one of the robots comes over, its central chamber opens, and you get a magnificent soft serve of coffee ice cream. It hands you the cone.
Equilibrium's eyes just like lights up.
Robert, you get like a very comfy, like fleece blanket draped around your shoulders. You are comfortably seated into a very comfortable ottoman chair. One of the maid robots serves you cocoa. Craven, equilibrium.
Yes.
Take back. You're back at full health as the maid robots are just like pampering you up, and they've picked you up and put you in this healing tonic bath.
Ooh.
Oh, this is soothing.
And this is when you all really just taking in the sights around you, gazing at it. You finally notice, really take in just the giant magnificence of this bouncy castle. So the best way for me to describe it is this is the New Svanstein, or the Sleeping Beauty's castle, but as a giant bouncy house. He likes to bounce.
How bouncing is fun.
Thank you for awakening me. When the Scarlet Bitch achieved his goal, his so-called foundation, he deactivated me.
The Scarlet Bitch?
Yes, I call him the Scarlet Bitch. Our other words that I have heard to describe him is Scarlet Cuck, Scarlet Simp.
Oh, damn.
I know who you're talking about.
No wonder he wants to take over humanity.
No, those are raising those so many names, not just the ones this guy has said. As my dearest sister would say, he is gross.
Yes, it is still surprising that your sister married him and had 7 children. Oh wait, I detect one of the 7 has been terminated.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, one of the Scarlet Kings, one of the 7 has met their demise. I have been scanning for the floor where the beach was, but I am not finding it. This is Mr. Fluffles is just like, look, he's just like, you just see this big giant bear dog he's a little cute little fluffy dog. He just like whistles just on Seren's shoulder, just
Saren's choking that ice cream.
Is Equilibrium going to know which one of her niece or nephews got killed?
not yet.
Oh.
What wasn't it? Yeah.
Hey, so another slidey door opens, and you just hear a, oh, 999. It is good to see you.
Hey everybody, how's everybody doing?
Oh, there's my auntie. Hey, auntie, how you doing? And look at that guy, and that guy, and that lady. How's everybody doing? So you just see the most chillax, most like relaxed looking like slime person. He's goldish looking, and the more closer he gets to you, the more you just want to hug him. You just feel this immense joy and happiness. You just feel that everything's going to be A-okay around him. Hey, guy, my name's 999. How you all doing? My dad told me I needed to come down here and see what was making all the noise and why 079 was turned on again. But hey, I'm just chilling. How you doing there, Mr. Guy? I'm talking to the guy that looks all kind of with the red goo on his shirt. What's that? Ew, it looks like jam, but it smells like blood. Why are you bleeding?
I don't want to answer that.
Do you need a hug, friend?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Come on over here. Let me give you a... Everyone calls me their little ball of love. So, hey, man, I'm just 999.
I'm sorry.
It's like,
Who's your uncle?
Why do you call him a little ball?
hey, auntie. I remember when you were there born. How are you doing, auntie? You seem a little different. Why are you naked? Wow.
Well, some things I should not talk about with my nephew. Second,
Wow.
close your eyes before I tell your mother.
Oh no, man, that doesn't sound like a good idea now. I'll look in this direction now. All right, auntie, why don't you handle that? I'm looking at this cool cat over here. He's got a shiny looking arm. How you doing, buddy? My name's 999, and you have a peculiar looking bird.
I'm going to quickly grow any form of clothes whatsoever. I don't care, I'll just pick something.
Robert, the more this like slime individual approaches you, you just feel nice, happy, relaxed. Hey, guy, you look like you've been through a lot. Do you need a hug?
I would say yes, but some aspects of my body have started to transform on me, and I'd rather not risk contaminating you with them.
Oh man, that sounds like a real bad situation. But guess what? I'm immune to other properties from SCPs and others of all kinds. So guess what, brother? Get ready for a hugging. And he gives you a nice hug. You feel warm. Your health is back to your maximum hit points. And you feel just not as anxious anymore. That's right, brother. And hey, who's this fancy looking lady over here with the weird looking dog? I like dogs. Hey, what's your name? Mr. Fluffles? Wow, that's a cool name, guy. And who are you, Miss Fancy Pants with the nice dress?
Seren.
Wow, you're a really pretty lady. I can see why my mom's jealous of you.
Wait, what?
I look at it,
Hmm.
Seren. Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
I remember my mom literally destroyed a planet because of how jealous she is of you. Wow.
I jump out of the tub. I go to my nephew. Dearest nephew.
What? Yeah, Auntie, how's it going? Wow.
You have always been such a sweet, warm child, and can you please not say anything to your parents? And I will...
Oh, of course, Auntie, because it was weird because Mama wanted me to come here and fight. She gave me this gun that says it has one use and it can erase someone of other godly nature. But you know what? I don't like guns, so I turned it into a gun that makes flowers. Do you want it, Auntie?
Why, of course. I love flowers. Thank you so much, my sweet nephew.
Wow.
And for your birthday, I will get you anything you want as long as you don't say anything.
Can I have a hug?
Of course.
Can I have a hug?
Can.
Yay! Wow.
You may have the hugs, my dearest nephew.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now, so Mom wanted me to come here and make you not part of their plans and to apparently kill this pretty lady, but you know what? I ain't about that. I just like to do my wagon, my swagger wagon. I just want to chill.
I will give you as much ice as possible so you can chill appropriately.
Hey, I got 9. I got 9. I'm sorry, listeners. What
Yeah.
player for Robert? That's the
Yeah.
funniest ever. Great. But yeah, but yeah, Auntie. So I got a pretty cool idea, right? So now I'm not gonna do what Mom wanted because I don't want to do that. And she said I need to get revenge for my brother, but he was mean. He'd always throw me in the freezer and make me into what he called into a slimesicle, and he would eat me. And then I'd have to, well, I'm not going to go into the detail. It was not wow. It was not wow indeed. Oh, yeah. So pretty lady whose name is Seren with the awesome dress and like my mom is jealous of. So mom's gonna keep sending people after you. Wow.
But well, why is she jealous? I don't understand.
Oh, well, I'm not supposed to do this. I'm not supposed to show people. But you know what? I think knowledge is power. And the more you know. So you know what? Check this out. And he does like a clap of his hands. And as he opens it, there's like a little crackling. And you see a portal. And that's when you notice this shard. It looks like glass, but then at the same time, it looks like a viewpoint for something. And 999 goes, we call this the looking glass. And inside there, that's where Cheshire is living his best life. And apparently, he's got a girlfriend whose name is Alice. Wow. And she looks just like you.
Seren is gonna get like the most disgusted face at that.
You do realize that Cheshire is not really a cat. He actually has a humanoid-like body, so it's not weird. Wow.
Yeah, no, that's not what I was referring. She's just gonna quickly cleanse up her equilibrium.
I give Seren a gentle pat. It's okay.
Wait, are you talking about the weird person that totally wasn't the pretty lady in the nice dress that killed my mean brother? Yeah, I totally don't even care, and it totally wasn't the really pretty lady. He winks. He gives you a really, really slow wink and thumbs up, Seren.
Equilibrium's just dumbfounded.
Oh, don't worry. We're actually getting near the end. We're getting near the end. So thank you for the heads up.
Yeah, she's like, I didn't kill him. I was just trying to stop him from killing someone, but
you'd made the right choice because my bro would have went on and really hurt all the really, really nice animals. I don't like that. That's not wow. And so I can tell you, so that's Cheshire's little brother inside the bounce castle. And I think he's making his way down for you all now. And I'm sure he's got a lot to tell you guys. And it's going to be a lot of not wow. Now, I'm going to get going because I'm going to go tell Dad that, I didn't find you guys and the computer wasn't turned on. And I'm really, really hungry. So I'm going to go find the vending machine that gives all the cool snacks. Have fun, 999. Yeah, treat him cool, 079. And it was nice meeting you all. And bye, Auntie.
Bye, sweetheart.
have fun.
Thanks for the hug.
Yeah. Thank you guys. And you were all totally wow. Bye.
Just gonna be look at equilibrium. It's like, I don't know who his dad is, but he's probably not gonna believe shit, is he?
Oh my God. You know what? That is where we are going to leave this session off on because I can't think of any other line that would be better than that. Dear listeners, thank you so much. I'm having so much fun with this session. These players are amazing. And if you are enjoying what we have been, please remember you can find our entire catalog on Spotify, Good Pods, Apple Podcasts, on any podcast platform of your choice. And we also upload on YouTube as well. Just please remember to leave us a review or comment. It really helps us with the algorithm, and we are trying to do what we can to reach everyone, because you know what? As long as we're able to inspire at least one person to want to try and go out, we've done our job. And as we say here at Infinite Nerd, one day we're going to write the next Dante's Inferno. But you know what? We're going to get a lot of smut first. Till the next one, dear listeners. Goodbye.